Hello, and I hope you're well, safe, and happy. Welcome to this guided meditation on the four great elements of earth, water, fire, and wind. So I'll just talk a little bit about the elements practice that we'll do, and then we'll actually move into a guided meditation around them. So the four great elements practice comes from an ancient Buddhist text called the Situpa Tanah. And these four Situpa Tanahs, or four establishments of mindfulness, help us to have a direct, experiential, mindful relationship to four aspects of our experience, or four areas of our experience. The body being the first establishment, a second establishment being feeling tone. That is basic movement of the heart-mind that finds experiences either pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral, neither pleasant or unpleasant. And then you have the third establishment of mindfulness, the mind or heart-mind. It's the area of our thoughts, emotions, moods, states like calm and intentions. And then you have our fourth and last establishment of mindfulness, this fourth Situpa Tanah, Damas. And one way of thinking about it is those parts of our experience that help us to see what actually leads to awakening and what leads away from awakening. So as the name suggests, these four establishments of mindfulness help us to arouse mindfulness, to develop mindfulness, i.e. to establish it. And then once established, to whatever degree of presence and strength, we then turn that mindfulness to these four areas to actually understand their nature, understand the nature of the body, of feeling tone, mind or heart, mind, and Damas. So the elements practice is a part of this first establishment of the body, understanding the body. And normally we relate to the body through our ideas about the body, our wishes for our own body, the ways that we've been acculturated to experience not only our own bodies, but the bodies of others. So this elements practice helps us to just see beyond our concepts, our ideas, the ways that we've been conditioned to relate to bodies and actually see into its elemental nature. Not only see, but just directly experience it. So these four great elements of water, earth, fire, and wind are just representative of qualities and characteristics. We have the earth element, which is representative of that which is experienced as hard, that we may sense as pressure or firmness in the body. And you can know this directly through mindfulness. These qualities of earth element just by running your tongue over your teeth, aware of hardness, pressure, firmness. Then water, you can imagine liquidity, a wetness, flow in the body. You can experience this by being aware of the saliva in the mouth. It might be a little wetness in your nostrils, just a sense of wetness around the eyes. And there's the fire element, just qualities of warmth and coolness, heat and cold. And then the wind element, it's experienced as motion and movement in the body. You can experience directly through mindfulness this motion in the body as the breath coming in and out of the body. Just a couple of more thoughts before we move into the guided meditation. This practice is not about pinpointing these elements in every part of the body. That will drive you crazy if you try to do that. It's not about clearly determining if a sensation is a particular representative of a particular element. Sometimes it won't be clear whether is this water or is this wind? It's okay. Sometimes it's not clear. We just move on. And then during the guided meditation, I'll be offering suggestions, pointings, followed by silence. And during that silence, that's a time for you just to play and explore with what's been offered. So feel free, as we move into the guided meditation, to just get comfortable in the body, finding a posture that invites some ease, relaxation, a sense of receptiveness into the body. You can practice with your eyes open or closed. Whether your eyes are open or closed, just allow your gaze to be soft. Your eyes just at rest in the sockets. And just taking a moment to connect with your aspiration for practice, aspirations for your life. What is it that you long to live into, or what is it that you want to embody in your life? Perhaps it's to live with more kindness, wisdom, compassion. Sometimes reflecting on what motivates us to practice can open us up to our aspirations. Maybe you're just curious about mindfulness. It's like, what is this practice about? It's helpful to connect with our aspirations at the beginning of a practice because there's usually such sincerity and such goodness in our aspirations. Perhaps you long to live with integrity. That can be a resting place for the heart-mind. Can help our heart-mind to just rest in the goodness of that, no matter how the practice is going. And we may be totally distracted, pain in the body, that we just don't like how the practice is going. That's okay. We can just relax back into our aspirations, feeling the goodness of them. Aspirations are a ground and a steadying force during the inevitable ups and downs of a sitting, a practice, a life of practice. Aware of your aspirations. And arriving here and now in the body. A global sense of the body, head, neck, and spine. Aware of the shoulders and arms and hands. Aware of your sitting base, the hips, buttocks and sit bones. Upper legs and lower legs. Ankles and feet. body sitting. You may be lying down or standing. Whole body awareness, as if the whole body could be suffused, imbued with mindfulness. And the intention just to be mindful is knowing that mindfulness will come and go. That's okay. We just return to this intention to be present, to just rest aware of the elemental nature of the body. So aware of your sitting base, feet, ankles, lower legs and upper legs, your hips, pelvic region, aware of earth element, these qualities of firmness, heaviness or lightness, weight, aware of the torso, aware of earth element, aware of hands, lower arms, upper arms and shoulders. Is feeling the pull of gravity and how this can bring to the fore qualities of weight, heaviness, firmness, seeming stability. Maybe feeling your hands at rest in your lap. And aware of the neck and head, earth element. And it may not be all that evident, this firmness, heaviness, pressure, resistance, sense of stability. That's okay. Just aware of the head and neck, knowing that there's some earth element there. Just a global sense of the body, aware of pressure, weight, heaviness, stability. Perhaps there's even a sense of relative stillness. It's so ironic that this seeming sense of stillness, or this relative stillness, can bring to the fore of our mindfulness, awareness, movement, motion in the body. Just aware of the head, neck, any movement in the form of, say, tingling. Letting go in the jaw or the forehead. Maybe felt as release in the neck and shoulders. Where the upper arms and lower arms, wrists and hands. Motion, movement. Might be subtle play of just pulsing in your hands. Aware of your chest, torso. Movement of the back and chest and belly as the breath moves in and out of the body. Motion, movement. And aware of the sitting base. Hips, pelvic region, upper and lower legs, ankles and feet. Do you have any motion in this part of the body? Might be buzzing, vibrating, involuntary little twitches. Wind element. Continuing to be aware of the sitting base, not just aware of the water element, liquidity, cohesion, that which binds, connection, feeling the connection between the feet and the ankles. A sense of flow in between the lower legs, knees and upper legs, water element, connection. Connection between the upper legs and the pelvic region and hips. Sense of flow and connection in the torso area. And the hands, the wrists, lower arms, connection, flow. Upper arms into the shoulders. and the neck and head. Finally, temperature, fire element. Starting with the head and neck. Do you have any areas of coolness or warmth? Your shoulders, upper arms, lower arms, and hands. Varying degrees of warmth, coolness. And the torso. And the hips, upper legs, lower legs, and feet. Aware of temperature in this part of the body. Might be coolness in the tips of your toes. Warmth at those points of contact. Fire element. This body, just a play of these elements, a process of earth in the form of firmness, weight, pressure, relative stillness. Play of temperature, play of fluidity, wetness, connection, cohesion, and the aliveness of movement, the wind element in the body. This body so dependent on the four elements. Dependent on earth in the form of food, water in the form of beverage, temperature in the form of clothing, heating, shelter. And the most essential, body dependent on wind element in the form of the breath. So dependent, this body, on these four great elements. Existing not only in this body, but externally in the natural world. So connected to nature. No different, not separate. Just resting aware of these elements of the body, these qualities at play. It's this flux and flow, and doing its thing, independent of our will. Not controlling any of it. Our will being able to shape and influence, say, the breath. Being able to take a deep breath or a shallow breath, but ultimately, these four great elements, not within our control. Such a relief. Can just rest aware of the life of the body. In this last minute of the sit, and just thanking yourself for taking the time to practice. Connect with this very alive, elemental body. Any goodness that's arisen from our time together, may it gladden your mind and your heart. May it be of benefit to everyone that you come in contact with in the hours, days, and weeks to come. May you be safe, happy, healthy, able to care for yourself happily and easily.